Hello guys, this is Javelin from English Tutor Hub and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a lesson about the words true and enough, use and meaning in English. So let's start. The laptop was too expensive, so we didn't buy it. The final exam was easy enough for everyone to pass. So, the words true and enough describe the degree of something or the level of something. So, here is the word true. And here is the word enough. And in the two examples, they are used with adjectives. So here is the adjective expensive, and here is the word true. Is describing the degree of the price of the laptop, which is expensive. Alright, and here the adjective is easy, and so the word enough is describing the degree or level of the final exam. Alright, so during this lesson you will learn first of all the meaning of true and enough, and then I will explain how to use true and enough with adjectives, adverbs and nouns, and we will look at both countable nouns and uncountable nouns, and at the end there are some exercises at the end of the lesson. So what is the meaning of true? True meaning. So we will look at our example again. The laptop was too expensive, so we didn't buy it. So this means that the price of the laptop cost a lot of money. It is more than what is needed. So the meaning of true is more than what is needed or wanted. It also means more than suitable, more than enough. We can also say the degree of something is excessive, or the amount of something is excessive. So the laptop is excessively expensive. Alright? So that is the meaning of true. Let's look at some examples. First of all, we will look at true with an adjective. The lady walks too fast. This means it is excessively fast. She is walking faster than is needed or wanted. Notice the form of true. True is before the adjective. The adjective fast, and we write true before it. Alright? That is very important. Example number 2. He is too young to play football. This time the form is, again, we have to before the adjective young, and here we have an infinitive. So we have the verb in the infinitive. Too young to play football. So the meaning of this sentence is he cannot play football because he is too young. Alright? He is excessively young. So too plus adjective and a verb in the infinitive. He is too young to play football. Alright? We can also use to modify an adverb. Remember, an adverb describes a verb. For example, the baby cries too loudly. Too comes before the adverb. So loudly is the adverb. Loudly describes the verb. The baby is crying loudly. And too modifies the word loudly. So that means that the baby is crying excessively loud. Example number 2. The bus driver drives too fast. Too fast. So here we are using the word fast as an adverb. He drives fast. He drives too fast means that he drives excessively fast, faster than is wanted or suitable. So we use to before the adverb. Use to before a noun, and if the noun is a countable noun, then we use too many. Alright? For example, there are too many employees in this office. Too many employees. And as you can see, we write too many before the countable noun. So, employees is a countable noun because we can count the employees. It is an individual that we can count. So, if the noun is countable, then we must use too many. And of course, the countable noun is in the plural form. So, we must write letter S at the end of the noun to indicate that it is a plural. Alright? Another example is, my brother has too many friends. So, the word friends is a countable noun. We can have one friend or several friends. So we must use too many. This means there is an excessive number of friends. And again, the noun is in the plural. Alright? So friends here, it ends with S. And notice as well that since the noun is in the plural, the verb is in the plural too. Like here, there are. So our noun is in the plural employees. So our verb is also in the plural. Yes? Next, if the noun is an uncountable noun, then we must use too much. So we always write too much before an uncountable noun, not too many. Example, the soup has too much salt. This means that the soup has an excessive amount of salt. Salt in English is uncountable. So we write too much. And again, too much is before the uncountable nouns. And uncountable nouns are always in the singular form. Another example, I've spent too much time working on this project. So, time is uncountable noun. So we say too much time. This means that she spent an excessive amount of time working on her project. So too much. Alright? Now, let's look at the word enough. Well, what is the meaning? Here is the example. Again, the final exam was easy enough for everyone to pass. Now, this means that the final exam was achieved without great effort. It's sufficient for the students to pass. It's sufficient for the students to pass. It's just the students' need and nothing more. So that's the meaning of enough. Enough also means the degree of something or the necessary degree of something. Now, let's look at some examples. This time, we will look at enough with an adjective. For example, the project was difficult enough for him to complete. So this means that the project needs much effort or skill to accomplish. Difficult enough. So this is very important. Look at the position. Look at the position, guys. Enough comes after the adjective. Difficult enough. It is after the adjective. It is not before the adjective. Remember, the word to was before the adjective. But the word enough will always write it after the adjective. So this is very, very important. We do not say the project was enough difficult. That is wrong. We must say the project was difficult enough. And in this example, we also have an infinitive. We have adjective plus enough plus infinitive. We would say the project was difficult enough to complete. Alright? Example number 2. He is qualified enough to do the job. So again, notice that we write the adjective qualified before the word enough. We have the infinitive and we have the infinitive to do. He is qualified enough to do the job. We can also use enough to modify an adverb. For example, I can't understand her. She doesn't speak slowly enough. So slowly is the adverb. Slowly describes how she speaks, and enough modifies the word slowly. Enough is telling us the degree of how slowly she is speaking. And again, very important, enough is after the adverb. Example number 2. Rafael Nadal is playing well enough to win the match. So this means Rafael Nadal was playing sufficiently well. Again, we have the adverb first and then the word enough. And here we have an infinitive. So we have adverb plus enough followed by the infinitive to win. We can also use enough with nouns for both countable and uncountable nouns. And it's the same words for countable and uncountable nouns. It's always the word enough, alright? So, for example, the students have enough books in the classroom, alright? Enough books. So, the books in the classroom are sufficient for the students. So, the form is enough, and it is before the countable noun. And of course, the countable noun is in the plural form, which is books with an S. Another example, are there enough cups for the children? So this example is a question. Are there enough cups? This means, are there sufficient number of cups? And again, the noun is in the plural form because it is a countable noun. Alright? We can also use enough with an uncountable noun. So it's the same word with countable and uncountable nouns. For example, sorry, there isn't enough tea for everyone. So enough is before the uncountable, and the uncountable noun is tea, and we write enough before it. Alright? And uncountable nouns are always in the singular form, which is tea. Alright? Next, another example. I would like to buy a pair of jeans, but I don't have enough money. So, money is the uncountable noun. Money is uncountable in English, and we write enough before it, and money is singular. Alright? Let's have some exercise. Exercise number 1. Fill in the gap using to and enough to complete the sentence. Number 1. I don't feel very well. I've eaten lang much. So your answer is too. I've eaten too much. Question 2. Don't worry. we still have blank time to get there before it closes. Answer: we still have enough time. Okay, number 2, guys, it's enough. Question 3. She's blank young to go to discos. She's blank young to go to discos. Answer is too. She's too young to go to discos. Question 4. He is blank young to vote, but old enough to go to war. So answer is too. He is too young. Question 5. The disco is blank far to walk. Answer: the disco is too far to walk. Number 6. The film was rubbish. After 20 minutes, I had blank. So after 20 minutes, I had enough. 7. This town isn't big blank for two of us, for the two of us. This town isn't big enough for the two of us. And question 8. I had blank much wine at the party and behaved rather badly. So answer is I had too much wine at the party and behaved rather badly. Exercise 2. Choose the correct word: too much, too many, too, or enough. Question 1. There's blank smoke in here. I can't breathe. Answer: there's too much smoke in here. I can't breathe. Question 2. We don't earn blank money to buy a car. So answer: we don't earn too much money. Okay, you have answer too much. Question 3. She loved my writing. She said my novel was good blank to win the prize. Answer: she loved my writing. She said my novel was good enough to win the prize. Question 4. I know I eat blank, but I need a lot of energy for my job. So answer: I know I eat too much. Number 5. I don't think the door is wide blank for the piano. They'll have to open it up. So I don't think the door is wide enough for the piano. Number 6. The kid eats blank sweets and felt sick afterwards. So answer: the kid eats too much sweets and felt sick afterwards. So that is the end of the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Visit English Tutor Hub. Visit englishtutorhub.com for a complete transcript of this tutorial, and there are other lessons that you might be interested in. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share, like, and let me know your thoughts and questions. Love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.